Greetings, inhabitants of planet Earth. Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic show on the internet. I hope you're all well. Just doing a quick match review here. It's a bit windy outside, so I'm going to do it from my luxurious intergalactic studio. Man, what a game. Like, my overall thoughts are, I'm proud of the performance. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud to be a Spurs fan. You know, a lot of people wrote us off after our performance on the weekend. We're in the early stages of a new manager, the early stages of a new squad. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and despite the result tonight, it was definitely 2 steps forward. Tottenham Hotspur taking on the world's richest club by far at their own ground with a quite violently loud crowd. Maybe we should be doing a bit more of that at home. But from the get-go, you know, Spurs really staked their claim on this game. Played it with intent, played it with passion. I get the feeling that Ange and Frank are coming at the game the same way, but from the opposite ends. Ange was about scoring more goals than conceding, getting the attack sorted out first. Frank is more about getting the defence sorted out and then attacking. I think we're going to end up in the same place, but it was great to see a 4-4-2 tonight. 4-4-2. I couldn't be... It's weird. We lost 5-3. We lost 5-3. Disappointed with the result, obviously, but I think we gave a very, very good account of ourselves. Some of the players on the pitch tonight did some amazing things. We went 1-0 up. We had the lead twice tonight, folks. We went 1-0 up with a bonkers team goal, wasn't it? Lucas Bergwijn, with 2 magical feet, he backheeled it with one and then flicked it across to Archie Gray with the other. I mean, who does that sort of stuff at that age? Archie Gray over to the far post. Kolo Muani headed it back. Richarlison, bang on the money. 1-0. And we were dreaming, we were hoping. I was hoping all game, actually. It was such an entertaining game. By the end of the first half, I was an absolute wreck. Now, PSG did come back with... What's his name? I've got to cheat. I don't give a shit about players if they don't play for Spurs. But I tell you, this Vitinha kid, I think he's got a future in the game. Fuck me, what a goal he scored. Jesus Christ, there's no stopping that shit, is there? And I think the difference between Spurs and PSG tonight was when PSG were a little bit complacent, just a little, like when we went 2-1 up, when they went 2-1 up, they were a little bit, you know, let's just pass the ball around and fuck about a bit. And we were better than them when they were doing that. And like I say, make no mistake, this isn't as good as Tottenham's going to get. This is just the beginning of what we're going to do with some of these players. I thought Gray and Bergwijn were absolutely incredible tonight. Jed Spence was phenomenal. Sarr, and Kolo Muani, man. Anyway, let's go through the goal. So we scored an absolutely beautiful team goal, you know, just a couple of days ago, I'd watched this great team goal that Tottenham scored against Burnley in 1975, finished off in the end by Steve Perriman. I love it. I love a team goal. It's very Spursy. A team goal is Spursy, and it was magnificent. Then PSG came back with that wonder strike, man. I mean, that was just first shot, bang. Nothing you can do about that. Good night, Vienna. But did we fold? Did we capitulate? No, we came back. We got another goal, didn't we? We got another goal. Got to cheat. My head's a muddle, man. My head's a muddle. Kolo Muani, yes, man. That was the one that... Oh, yeah, it's from a corner, wasn't it? Corner. I thought it crossed the line once. It fell to Muani, and he volleyed it in first time. Bang. There was no stopping Muani tonight either. You know, and I reckon Muani, now he's got 4 and he got 2 tonight. I think he's just getting started for Spurs, man. And he's playing with a busted up face. Can you imagine how good he's going to be when his face is all healed again? Fuck me. That was great. Anyway, so we went 2-1 up. And I was what a ding-dong battle this game was, man. Who scored the next one? It was, Vitinha got another bloody stupid shot, didn't he? Fucking hell, that was a blisterer. So it's 2-2. Then it was 3-2. Ruiz got a weird goal, wasn't it? That was a weird goal from a corner. Weird goal. It looked to me like a shit corner. Obviously, all our defenders thought it was a shit corner as well. and somehow it went in the back of the net. I don't know, man. The Vitinha goal, the second one, people are going to point the finger at Romero. Romero was great tonight. He was fantastic. He was putting in. There was a couple of times I was on the edge of my seat. I was standing up going, who the fuck put that tackle in? And it was bloody Romero. So I don't give a shit about that goal. Romero was brilliant tonight. And of course, he conceded a late penalty. 50-50. I can understand it being given, but I could also understand it not being given. And as soon as that goes to the wonderful boffins for the VAR check, you know when that shit's being seen in slow motion, that ain't going to be fucking overturned. So what can you do there? So unlucky Romero. But I'll tell you what, man, we came back with another Kolo Muani goal. And I'm wondering if there's a PSG YouTube community out there that are saying shit like, oh, Vitinha, yeah, he scored goals, but he gave one away, he's shit, isn't he? Because that's what our fans do. That's what they'll be saying about Romero. Yeah, Vitinha, he fucking conceded a goal, didn't he? He's useless. But Muani, he seized his opportunity, man. And again, there was no stopping this shot. I mean, Kolo Muani, man, it was fantastic. But then that gave me hope. But unfortunately, that was 4-3. But then, you know, the penalty killed it off at the end. And a little incident near the end, Hernandez viciously elbowing Xavi in the face. And it's a shame because it was so late in the game. There was only 2 minutes to go at that point that there was no real penalty for PSG. And in fact, that might do Tottenham a bit of disservice later on because now he's going to be suspended for the next PSG game, which is unfortunate. And I don't know, man. There's no fairness in football tonight. But look, the end result was 5-3, and I thought it was an absolutely great game. Look, obviously, yeah, like I say, the result or whatever. But I can't be down. All I can be is positive about that game, about our performance, the way we dug in, the way we performed. And like I say, this is just the start. If we can just stick with this and not stop, you know, bottling it and changing managers every 5 seconds. I've got to say, who's the man of the match? I mean, there's so many candidates today. I mean, Berval was sensational. Gray was sensational. But I can't go past the man who got 2 goals. Muani, you know, it wasn't just the 2 goals. He got an assist as well. And he was a pain in the arse all over the pitch. Richarlison, I thought, had a great game as well. Great goal by Richarlison. But for me, the man of the match has to be Muani tonight. Has to be Muani. Now, if we have a quick look at the where this leaves us in the table, I think it's looking a bit worse than it actually is. Where's my button? Even when I'm recording this shit, I can't find my buttons. There we go. So we're 16th at the moment. It's our first defeat in the Champions League this year. Now we've got 3 games left. 3 games left. So I'm still anticipating a good top 8 finish, or at least the playoffs, which is not ideal. But hey, we're not in the League Cup anymore, are we? Yeah, we got knocked out of that one. So we got a bit of space in the calendar. Fuck it. We got 3 games left against Slavia Prague and Dortmund, both at home, and then away to our European bunnies, Eintracht Frankfurt. So that's 12 points. Not as well. I mean, we might get some bonus points. It is 9 points. And look, look, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. I cannot be anything but positive about that game. Positive about that game. I was on the edge of my seat for most of it, shaking. I was actually shaking with excitement as to what was going to happen next. And the beauty of football is no one knows what's going to happen next, do they? I don't know, man. We'll see what happens on the game against Fulham. Premier League, who gives a bollocks about that? I think Frank's doing an Ange. He's realised we ain't winning the Premier League. Let's go out there and win the European Cup. That's what we're going to do, folks. Anyway, until next time, I'll say peace and love. Peace and love. Go on, Spurs. Like and subscribe and all that shit.